there was a lot of work going on at my job.
Did
Mine
you
was pretty
work all week?
relaxed.
What?
I said mine was pretty relaxed.
Good.
Yeah. I still have the kid life.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's not going to last long. I'm going to take advantage while I can.
I don't blame you. All right, so I put Lab 9B up on the drive. I'll just show you real quick
Oh, looks great.
what's going on there in case you want to tackle it. I'm going to back up and just be available to help the guys that haven't finished 8 yet or anything else. Because right now I have my trainer set up for Lab 8. If anybody else decides to show up. What am I doing? Oh. Okay, so 3 start push buttons. These control relays, so CR1, CR2,
And then we have an MS1.
and MS1. I don't care what you use for what. You've got 3 relays on there on your trainer you can use for those. And then the timer relay, I haven't even really played around with this yet, but A1 and A2 are plus and minus coming in. And then looks like 25, 6, and 8 are common, normally closed, and normally open. So you got 2 sets of contacts there.
Yep, I got you.
I'm kind of want to set this thing up on the breadboard, and I think that's what I'm going to do here, and just play around with the timers and see if I can get this thing, see how accurate it is. So like I'll energize it at like exactly 9:30 or something and come back tomorrow and see if it changes state at 9:30.
Yeah. The one day.
Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to take a NEMA timer and take it apart and show you how the mechanics of it work. But so
our timer's used a lot in industry.
Yeah, more and more you see things going to solid state and PLC.
Okay.
Because they're more accurate. But yeah, it just depends on the application. You see a lot of electromechanical timers at CAT, Nick?
Yes.
Yeah.
On wash tanks. A lot of wash tanks use them. They're inexpensive, and you can set them pretty easy. You don't need a PLC to run a damn wash tank.
Yeah.
So that's what they use them for. They're timed, and you will see them on anything that's pretty simple. Yeah, like you'll see them on some of the presets for on the LeBlans and stuff like that. It'll have a cycle timer on it, but when they go to PLC, if they're trying to control a whole lot more functions and have a whole lot more safeties involved, then you have to go to a PLC timer.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, because you want to time what specific function, like if it takes an axis too long to get to home and you're homing 3 axes at once, you'll want 3 separate timers running, and that's not really good with electromechanical timers, because you'd have to start and stop each one, and then some of them require 2 axes to home at the same time, and that requires 3 different timers.
Yeah.
2 individual and 1 together. And if they don't match up, then you get an error and it'll fault.
Yeah, you'll see those trainers that we have in the lab for troubleshooting. One of them's a wash tank, the other one's a drill station. You saw that ladder diagram a week or two ago. And
Yeah.
it's there's just, when you get those things running their processes, it's just all you hear is relays and timers firing, and it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Oh, they use electromechanical timers on heating elements and stuff too,
Yeah,
because it's pretty
So, simple load, simple processes. Yeah, I can see that.
All right. Will I be in trouble if I don't show you the lab that has the resistor in it because I don't have a 12-volt coil?
You don't have a what?
I don't have my motor starter isn't a 12-volt motor starter.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And you could throw one in there and see if the motor still works.
Probably. I wonder. I bet you anything, the permissible voltage on this Allen Bradley relay is probably, I bet you if you cut it in half, it would still work. I bet you I could actuate it with a 9-volt battery.
Give it a whirl.
All right. I'll grab one. I'll video
At some
it.
point, you drop that voltage low enough, it's going to start chattering.
Oh, yeah. I'm just wondering what it is. I know for like 208 to 240 contactors that they use in like air conditioners and stuff, they won't start chattering until 190 volts roughly. Because of all that craziness in California, like 15 years ago, where they had the rolling brownouts because they were claiming they didn't have enough power for everybody. They came up with the law that any appliance made for the home now has to work on 80% of its voltage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Leave it to California.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
They were purposely cutting the power down so that people would sign the petition to build more power plants.
That's kind of opposite of California's principles.
Well, it's still capitalism.
Yeah. I figured they'd just go all global warming and say you have to pay 80% taxes so we can put up solar panels everywhere.
Yeah, it's working so far, except for people are moving to Vegas. Everybody's moving to Nevada and stuff.
Nevada and Texas and
yeah, that's not the easy route for Illinois. Is not getting much better.
no.
Hey, Zach, I got this lab done. Did you need to check it out?
Yeah.
All right, let me plug it up. Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Are you in a different room now?
Yeah. Well, I moved.
You moved? Oh, you
Yeah.
moved? Moved?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm still in the process of moving, but
Yeah.
well, there's one.
Sweet. The pilot lights are working too. I couldn't see the pilot lights, but I'm assuming that.
They're working. Yeah, if I got that done. So we're working on
Today's just a lab catch up. Work on homework if you want. I put Lab 9 up there. It introduces timers. If you want to start working on that, that's fine.
Okay. We have timers?
Yep, it's the white things that we haven't done anything with yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I got all my homework done for this 6 and 7.
Okay.
Guess I'll go ahead and knock out 8. What is that VPD or whatever that is?
VFD, variable
VFP.
frequency drive.
Yeah, is that in the book or is that a that's not a chapter? I'm
Oh, if you're looking
assuming.
to do that homework, yeah, there's a PDF on Blackboard that you use to do that homework.
Okay.
Why are the quizzes for 8? Is that already up? Did you mean to do that?
Nope, sure didn't.
The quiz for 8 and VFD, the drives are up.
Oh man, I'm gonna go do that quiz real quick. So you said the VFD is a PDF. Where's it located? Under what? Oh, the VFD user manual.
Course content, it says Lab 16 VFD homework.
Okay, I got you.
Actually, that homework assignment uses Lab 16, 17, and 18, if I remember right. So you'll need all 3 of those. Let me know if you have trouble opening those up. I've had issues with Blackboard and PDFs before. And if that's the case, then I'll just load those PDFs onto the Google Drive.
I opened up the Lab 16. Let's see. 17 opened. And 18 is open. So yeah, they all open for me.
All right, good deal.
I got a question about the lab. We don't have any overloads, do we?
None at all.
To make sure before I try to do it without them.
We
The
don't care.
wire.
Huh?
The wire.
Yeah, the wire.
Oh no, because 18 is not one to load. Lab 18 is not one to load for some reason.
All right, I'll let me.
Hello?
Hey, this is Justin. How are you today? I'm good. Thanks for asking. Justin, put your pants back on.
Oh shit.
Okay. That one's done.
Let me see if I can find these. I'll go ahead and load those up onto the Google Drive. So it's 16, 17, and 18.
To the light. 4 to the coil. 2 to the ground. And 2 to the ground. All right.
All right, I put laps 16, 17, and 18 on the Google Drive, so you should be able to go on there and download them or view them on there, however you want to do them.
Okay.
It's the bare necessities. It's just the bare necessities.
You been watching Jungle Book?
Your worry and your strife. It's just the bare necessities. Just the bare necessities of life. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Tyler at?
Probably sleeping.
He's missing out.
Come on, Tyler.
Really, if you're gonna miss a day, this is the day to miss.
He's missing out on the next American Idol right here.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, are you making fun of me?
No, no, I'm not.
Sure sounds like it.
No. Okay, maybe. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, this one and this one. Okay.
What'd you guys do this weekend besides Nick worked? Anybody get arrested?
Nope, didn't get arrested. Went kayaking.
Wow.
It was a great time. Unfortunately, nothing really bad.
All right, sorry about that. I got a little brother swears he's gonna be a professional rapper, so
Ooh.
Yeah.
yeah, he says he's gonna be it. So
Is he any
I'm talking
good?
about.
is he what?
Is he any good?
Not really.
Nothing like brotherly love, man.
Well, you know.
No,
At least he can come to you if he needs an honest answer.
Huh?
At least he can come to you if he needs an honest answer.
Yeah. I tell. I mean, he has good lyrics, but he can't stay on beat for shit, and that's like a big part of it, you know.
Hey, then he could definitely make a lot of money as a writer.
He definitely should probably do that. That's probably his strength. So he has to let the whole family hear his raps. He lets my mom hear his raps. My mom doesn't listen to rap. She listens to country. She doesn't even know. She doesn't know if it's good or not. Oh man, my family, I tell you.
Well, we have no musical stars in our family.
I don't either.
I do.
For whatever that's worth.
I do.
Who's the musical star in your family?
You're looking at him, buddy.
I
Uh-oh.
think we're gonna say that.
You want to hear it?
Uh-oh.
You want to hear my rap skills?
What's it gonna be? Lamb chops? That lamb chop song?
It's just the bare necessities. It's just the bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. Yeah, man. It's just the bare necessities.
Oh man.
You can start calling me Baloo.
Uh-oh. He was a pretty good character. I kind of liked him.
Yeah. They use that guy's voice in a lot of movies. A lot of Disney.
So we're going over the homework Thursday. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's gonna be stuck in my head for the whole damn week now, Zach.
You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure it's stuck in his head too.
It's one of those songs, man.
I got that thing where it doesn't stick in my head.
Man, this thing's sweet.
The timer?
Yeah.
How good is it?
Well, it's just a sweet little deal. You got 2.
Is it pretty accurate? Have you found that out yet?
I don't know. What's the setting that it's on right now?
Probably going to be only as accurate as you can set it to be because it's only.
One second. Times do 10 seconds times 30% would be 3 seconds, right? So 10 seconds times, can't see. Make it 5 seconds. 10 seconds times 50%.
Be 5
10
seconds.
seconds times 50%. So I'll hit the button and then count to 5. Ready? 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5.
You can see what you can watch the red LED is doing the counting. So once it gets to 5 seconds, you can hear it click and change state. I'm getting ready to hook it up to these LEDs over here so you can kind of watch what's going on.
All right.
But
So what are those? Just 2 sets of pots for each set of contacts?
yeah, I don't know if I guess they must be potentiometers. I'm not sure. I think it's solid state. So I don't know what kind of like 555 timers or they got something going on there. But you can hear the relays clicking. So there's something electromechanical inside there. Maybe I'll take one of these apart. See what they got going on. But
can take-
I'm thinking the timers are solid state, and then
Solid
the
state.
relays are electromechanical. But yes,
But somebody was telling me at work that they commonly use analog controls for digital signals because a lot of times they have to convert them in and out for the PLCs and other things to use them.
what now?
They'll use analog controls for digital signals.
Okay.
And this because it's easier to control them in and out because they have to be a lot of things have to convert them anyway to use them. There's like very few things that work on a digital signal other than, well, even the PLC has to convert it, I thought, into an analog signal to use it. Because it has to convert it to run. Most of the outputs are analog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
All right, so I'm going to put these on two different timers so we can tell the difference. So I'll leave T1, so that's the top two dials. T1 will be 5 seconds, and I'll do T2 will be, let's make it 8 seconds. So when I energize, let's see, you look at the side of this thing. A1 and A2 are your coil. So that's what energizes the timer, right? So that's these two.
Okay.
So when I put 24 volts on that, it will start timing. And I'm using 15 and 25 are the commons. So looks like 15, 16, and 18 are T1.
Yep.
T1 is going to be green and blue. So T1, so green and blue are 5 seconds. And 16 is normally closed. So when I energize this, the green light should turn on for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, it will shut off and the blue light will turn on. The red and the yellow are landed on 26 and 28. 26 is normally closed, and 28 is normally open. So T2 is set for 8 seconds. So when the coil is energized after, the red one will be on. After 8 seconds, it will turn off and the yellow one will turn on. If I'm seeing all this right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
If
Are you
we could see it,
You're not able to see it?
I can't.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Why didn't you guys join in?
Let's see. Do we do 10 minutes? All right. Oh, by the way, I got to take off at 20 after 10 today.
You good?
So I will, let's see. Need a timer.
What do the gray bars on the timer indicate? It's like it's got it separated in sections.
I'm assuming that's how. Not really sure. I'll look up the paperwork on this GRT82T.
Yeah.
I want to do this experiment though.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are we setting them? Do right now we're at 50%. Let's do 30% and 60%. So I'll energize this thing at the same time as I start the timer, and we'll see it should go 3 minutes. One of them should change state. In 6 minutes, the other one should change state. Ready? Go. So we'll watch for 3 minutes and 6 minutes. Oh, one of them already went off. Crap. Screwed that up because I didn't change this one. But 10 minutes, 30%. Ten minutes, 60%. Ready, set, go. All right. What are we talking about? Oh, GRT 8-2T.
So, any of you guys ride motorcycles?
I used to.
Huh?
I used to. I had to sell it.
Why'd you sell it?
For reasons that are female.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Knew
listen.
that coming.
I don't listen to that.
Well, you are.
Lucky.
Did you say lucky?
Yeah. There's some things I stand pretty tall on, and that's one of them. I'm gonna ride my motorcycle.
Yeah, what I say goes around here, right out the window.
Yep.
Uh,
You ever heard that the Man song from Bob and Tom?
Yeah.
I'm the king of this castle when you're not around.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't live by that logic. Not at all. She was dead set against me getting a motorcycle. And then she was dead set against me getting a dog. I got both.
You wear a helmet?
On the highway, I do. In town, I don't. I probably should, but it gets hot and you're stopping a whole lot.
Full face or half face or open face?
Oh, full. I got the Harley, the Pilot, the one that you can turn into the half shell, the
Oh, yeah.
three-quarter. Yeah, I got that one. But yeah, on the highway, I definitely do. Not so much because if I go down, because at like 70, 80 miles an hour, if you go down, it's pretty much over with. You know, it's pretty much a wrap. I don't think a helmet's gonna do too much at 80 miles an hour. But so I wear it on the highway because of the wind. It keeps all the wind out of your face and your ears.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps out with that a lot. In town, it would probably be better to wear the helmet than on the highway, as far as safety-wise, because you got a chance of living in town. On the highway, it's a pretty good chance it's over with.
So when you connect to A1 and A2, the S in the middle, that's another switching leg?
I'm not sure. So we're coming up on 3 minutes. So let's see. T1 is green and blue. So green should go blue at 3 minutes. 4. Hey, pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Then at 6 minutes, the red should change to yellow. I think really the accuracy of this thing really comes down to how close you can get it on the percentage dial to what you're looking for.
I figured out what that is, I think.
What?
The bars and stuff on the side. So the UN is actually power from A1 to A2. So when you apply power there, it starts T1 and then T2, and then it's got a pulse signal that you can send out to a counter, and then it starts the cycle over again. And I think that's what it's meant for. S is it's showing it closes to S between the positive A1, right? And so when it sends that out, you can send it to another module that'll count each cycle that it goes through until it's stopped. So it's actually
I got the PDF here. I'm gonna post it on the shared
Okay.
drive. So S is like a signal pulse. Right.
Yeah, yeah, because you could tell on the gray bars on the side, it starts with T1 first, and then it enacts T2, and that's the full cycle. And when it's over, it pulses, so it closes A1 to S, and you can send a positive pulse to something, and then it cuts it back off, and then it goes back into the cycle again.
Okay.
And I imagine it just repeats like that. That's interesting. That's a neat little timer.
Yeah. Gen rail mounted, 2 timers in one.
Yeah.
So somewhere around 6 minutes, we should see the red light go off and the yellow light turn on. You can't even see, can you?
Nope.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I told you that earlier.
Oh man. I've been doing this whole thing and you guys can't even see the LEDs. All right, so somewhere around 6 minutes here, we should see the red light go off and the yellow light turn on. The suspense is killing me. It's like watching the ball drop on New Year's Eve.
If you had like 20 or 30 of those timers, you could hook up your Christmas lights. Awesome.
Oh man. Oh man. Wah, wah.
I think you need to set that a little different.
10 minutes, 60%. There it goes.
There.
Almost 14 seconds off.
Ooh.
Really comes down to how accurate can you do the percentage dial. But all right, here's the manual for it. So I will I'll post this to
Okay.
the shared drive. 12 to 24 AC. It doesn't really explain functions diagram.
There it
It's
is.
possible to connect load between S and A2, contact or control a light or any other device without disturbing a correct junction. There's no way that's a typo. Correct junction. The relay load is energized while the switch is on. A1 and A2. A1 and A2. Supply indication. So what are you saying?
If you go to that bar, the graph,
S.
yeah, see S in the middle. UN represents the total time that the power is applied for 2 cycles. So that's between A1 and A2. That's power there. When it comes on, and I'm guessing it's just representative of microseconds, T1 will come on, and then T2 will come on, and then as they both, after they both go off for whatever you set them for, S1, it switches to S1. That's what I thought it was. And
So
then
if I run an S over to an LED light, we should see it pulse.
blink in between each cycle. Yep. That's my theory. I'm just guessing that the bars are an indication of power. and that's just representative. The length's representative of some time frame.
All right, where's the shared drive? Come on, isn't uploading. Using too much bandwidth. All right, so it is 9:52.
All right.
So I'm gonna set this for, I'm gonna set each of them for one day, and tomorrow at 9:53 or whatever time it is, then we'll ten days. Good grief. One day, 100%. One day, 100%.
What you should do is you should hook up a bunch of fancy lights to set them to go off on the last day of class.
All right, I'm gonna some fancy lights.
Yeah.
You could have these things time off of each other, right? So they just flash. Wouldn't that be a fun little project? All right, when it changes to 9:53, I'm gonna, oh, there goes, crap. All right, we're gonna check at 9, somebody remember 9:53 tomorrow.
All right.
See if those things change state.
Well, Ty said he'd do it.
Okay, thanks, Tyler. You just got voluntold. All right, how you guys doing on your labs? Do you need any help?
Good. I started over because I got lost in the sauce.
I had a question about 8B if you have half a second.
Yeah,
that
just 1 second. Are you guys marking them off as you go?
Yeah, that's what made me get lost in the sauce. I wasn't doing that good enough. So I started over and I'm doing that now and I don't have a problem.
Okay. And for those of you that weren't here when I was talking to Garrett about it, for this lab 9, when you get there, CR1, 2, and MS1, you've got 3 control relays on your trainer. I don't care which ones you use for which.
Okay.
Should be good on limit switches. Now we know how the timer works, so you guys should be able to tackle this now. Tomorrow I'm going to take apart a Allen Bradley NEMA timer so you can see how the guts of it work. And then, okay, so lab 8B, let me pull that up.
Okay. It was a real simple question. I'm remembering back to when you showed it. You want us to use, because you're reversing polarity to reverse the motor direction, right? You want those wires to be a different color than the wiring that's on there. You use blue, right? Because it's not really, because it switches. Yeah.
Everything in the power circuit, you mean?
Yeah.
So these ones?
The contacts for MS1 and MS2, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I just used a different color Everything in the power circuit is blue on mine. Everything in the control circuit is yellow on mine. Let me show you.
Okay.
The problem with yours is, well, on this lab, you shouldn't have a problem with that, except for, we don't have push buttons on this lab, so you should be okay. The only problem with ever using the proto board is your, the bigger wire, the number 18 or whatever it is that I gave you in that pack.
Yeah.
It's not going to fit in there. You can make it work if you cut strands, but so yeah, you can see my power circuit is all in blue, positive and negative. I didn't separate them. It's all blue. And then on my control wiring is all yellow.
I think I've got some thermostat wire, some 8-wire thermostat 22 gauge. It's solid. Can I use that?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. That way I can keep it separated.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, you could use, so I should have given you a package of a bunch of like 18 gauge stranded, right?
Yeah, you did.
You can use that
Okay.
because on this lab, there is nothing on the proto board that we need.
On 8B?
Right.
Okay, because it's going from relay to relay.
Yep.
I got you. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
So that way you don't have to use your own copper.
Now it's, I've got so much of it.
Well, let me have some. If you're just trying to waste it, give it to me. I'll scrap it.
Well, it's not that. I mean, I use it. I got a lot of stuff.
I know what you mean.
I still have some 2 gauge.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
When you sing it slow, it just sounds dark. You shouldn't do that.
It is kind of creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a Christmas horror movie.
All right, I'm here for another 20 minutes. I'm just going to sit here and spin this.
All right, well, it's been nice, guys. I'm gonna.
That's not creepy, is it?
I've never been on the dark web. I can't tell you what's creepy.
How about if I spin this with my middle finger and sing Jingle Bells really slowly? That'd be creepy?
It's just horrible.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
I'm glad nobody watches these videos besides us.
All the way.
All right.
All right, I'm running to the restroom. I'll be back.
I'm gonna haul ass if that's okay. Do you
What's
care?
his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Ass.
Oh,
Yeah. It's actually that's my cousin's name. His
Oh.
family's weird. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Is that all right if I take off? Am I
Yeah.
good?
yeah, we're
right.
done.
Thank you, sir. Everybody have a good day.
You too. All right, I am gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. I'll check in with you guys before I have to take off.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take off too.
I'll let them know.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a good one.
You too.
Still there, Garrett?
Yeah, Justin said he was leaving.
Okay.
Told him I'd tell you.
All right. Okay, man. I'm gonna, unless you need me to stick around for a few more minutes, I'm gonna end the meeting.
No, I'm good. See you.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.